Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to unlock all of the endings for the original Resident Evil, or not original, but Resident Evil Remake. Uh, so pretty much, I actually thought before this I had all the endings unlocked. Like I thought there were only 8 endings, but it turns out there's actually 12. There was 4 that I was missing, 2 for each character, and I was trying to figure out like what I was missing, and I found one video on YouTube that showed me, but it wasn't like very clear, and I'm pretty sure they made like a mistake or two. So I'm gonna show you pretty much how to unlock all of these endings. I'm gonna explain first which each one of them are. Not in order. I'm just using the 1, 2, 3, 4 as a like visual for what you have to do. I don't know. I cannot remember for the life of me which cutscene lines up with which, because they're all these cutscenes are pretty much the same, like the exact same. So what I'm gonna do is just use like the 1 and the 2 to line up with the cutscene. The first cutscene is easy. You're rescuing both characters. So if you're Chris, you're rescuing Rebecca and Jill. If you're Jill, you're rescuing Barry and Chris. That's the easy one. Now, for the second one, if you're Chris, you're going to be rescuing just Rebecca, not Jill. And for Jill, you're going to be just rescuing Barry, not Chris. It's not really rescuing. It's more keeping them alive until the end. So, I mean, I guess if you're Jill, if you're Chris, you are rescuing Jill, and if you're Jill, you are rescuing Chris. And pretty much you're gonna hear me referring to secondary and tertiary characters. So for Chris, Chris is obviously the primary character because it's his story, and then the secondary character would be Rebecca, tertiary character would be Jill, and then Jill would be the primary character in her story, and then Barry's the secondary character, and Chris would be the tertiary character. So that's how I'm going to explain it in this. Trust me, it's not as complicated as it looks, but it's just like the fact, like explaining it is what's hard. So we have, so we had just Rebecca, just Barry, and then for this one, it's where it kind of splits into a bit of a weird thing. So if you're Chris, you have to like there's 2 ways Rebecca can die that can actually trigger a different ending, which I didn't know. I thought it had something to do with Richard originally, but apparently if you save him or let him die, it doesn't affect the outcome. So for these 2, it's pretty much you're only rescuing Jill, but Rebecca's either dying to the Tyrant in this one or the Hunter in this one. And then for Jill, it would be Barry. Barry's either dying to Lisa or the Tyrant at the end. So that's the one I was missing. Was I had no idea that the characters could like die to the Tyrant at the end. Like, because I always just like shot the Tyrant immediately as the fight started. So I had no idea about that ending. And then the 5th one is going to be pretty much the same thing as the first 2, except you're saving neither. So so for the 5th one, it would be you're saving, for Chris, for instance, you wouldn't save Rebecca from the Hunter, and you would let her die to the Tyrant at the end. Except I think they're flip-flopped, but it doesn't matter. We're just using the numbers as a visual aid. So the worst ending would obviously be like Rebecca dying early and then Barry dying early to Lisa, and then the Tyrant, they're both dying to the Tyrant at the end would be the 5th one probably. So I'm going to show you how to unlock all of those endings, and I have some different files here so I can just make it easier to go in and show you each one. I'm only going to be showing, I'm going to do like if it's the same with both characters, I'm just gonna do it with one because there's no point in doing it with 2. So with Chris, I'm gonna show you what you need to obtain to rescue Jill from the like prison in the laboratory. So I have a certain like timestamp loaded up here in the game, and a lot of people already know this one. This is the most standard one. So I'll probably have timestamps in the video so that you can just skip to whichever ending you need to or you want to see. Okay, so this dresser, we need the yellow gem to unlock to get the MO disc from the lion statue. I'm not gonna worry about the red one because pretty much I have like different like save points loaded up, so I can just skip to the next save point. So I don't have to play through. It's gonna be really fast. So yellow gemstone. I'm not even gonna bother with the red one because again, we can just skip ahead because I have different like save points loaded up. And this isn't normally the route you would take, but I'm just doing it for speed purposes, because down here hunters will jump through the windows. You can just run past them now. Normally you'd go the whole way around, like through the second floor of the dining room and then down the stairs of the main hall, but and then into that hallway into this room, but I just took that way because it's way shorter. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. The hunters aren't really that threatening, and if you have the ammo, why not? So this tiger statue will give you the ammo disc, and again, this is the most like common, like everyone pretty much knows how to do this, but I have to show it because it's a way to trigger a different ending. And then the other 2 ammo discs you need are already down in the laboratory, so you don't have to worry about the other 2, you just have to worry about the one. So that's how you get that first ammo disc, and I'm going to right now go to a different file and show you how to, or basically continue what I would be doing if I were to play through the game and then get to the point in the laboratory where it actually matters. So we're gonna load up Chris. All right, so we're in the lab now. Where we can find the other 2 ammo discs. As you can see, I already have the first one in my item box. The next 2 are actually pretty close to each other. There's one right outside of this room that you have to unlock by doing the computer downstairs, which you should know how to do if you played through the game already and are trying to unlock all of these endings. And then there's the last ammo disc. And normally I was thinking about cutting it at this point, but the first ammo disc input is actually really close to this. So we're just gonna go in here and grab the key, and then I'm gonna skip to the part where I actually get to the room. Alright, so this is the first room with the ammo disc. There will be a zombie in here, but I already came in here before my save and took him out with the pistol to get the magnum bullets, because I just forgot. But here's where the first ammo disc input is. And you don't have to do these in order. You can do them in any order. And the second room is actually really close to this one. Alright, so here's the second room. We have the laboratory key that we just got from upstairs, where the last ammo disc was actually. It actually works out nicely because you get 2 and then you can and you have the opportunity to put 2 into here. But we're just gonna go over here. And right there is the second ammo disc input. And now I will show you location 3. Alright, so the third input for the ammo disc is in this room. There There are a couple of enemies we need to take out first, though. Actually, no, it's just this one. So yeah. Come right here, and there's the third input. And then after this, you just go pull all those levers, and I'll go show you that right now. Alright, so we're at the levers now, and all you have to do is pull them all three of them down. You can do this in advance, but I just figured it'd be easier to do it since I activated the self-destruct system, or Rebecca did. If you don't save Rebecca, you'll get a key from Wesker, which is basically a master lock key, which will open up Jill's cell downstairs. But you will always have to do that. Get the ammo discs and pull the lever. But yeah, basically Jill's down here. It'll say lock has been released, and that's basically how you save Jill. I'm pretty sure Jill cannot die because she gets knocked out in the Tyrant fight, so she doesn't. I'm pretty sure she cannot die, but that's pretty much how you save Jill. I forgot to mention that it is the same for if you're playing as Jill and you're rescuing Chris. It's the exact same process for this. Absolutely nothing changes between their stories at all. So just if you're Jill, just do the same thing and you'll rescue Chris. Alright, so the next one we're gonna do is how to rescue Rebecca and or not rescue Rebecca from the hunter. Alright, so this is a door right here that you need to use the emblem key on. It's the only door that you need to use it for, so you're gonna discard the key afterwards. But once you go into this room, only as Chris, you're gonna get a cutscene that plays with Rebecca, and she's basically gonna scream for help. Or not for help, but she's just gonna scream.
Is she upstairs?
And that's basically a hint, sort of, to go help her. And normally if I was in there, I would get all the items in the room, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to actually just go upstairs and rescue her real quick. And then obviously if you're trying to get a different ending, just don't save her. Alright, so before we go in here, I'm just going to equip the shotgun so that we're ready. So basically, once you're in the room, the hunter will come after you. Like in the cutscene, it looks like it's going after Rebecca, but she was fine, as you can see. The hunter immediately went for us. Alright, so that's basically how you save Rebecca. In one way, you can save her or let her die. So then the other way would obviously be the Tyrant, which I'm going to show you later. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is Jill, or saving Barry from Lisa, which is something that you can only do if you're Jill. Kind of like how we saved Rebecca from the hunter. That was something you can only do with Chris. So we're in the stairway here, like right after you put the two stone and metal objects into the door. And so we're just gonna go down here like normal, and then again, if you play through the game before, you know where this is, you know what's gonna happen. The encounter with Lisa down here, we're basically gonna get a cutscene, and we're gonna get a choice to give Barry back his gun or not, because basically he left us like to die in an elevator, and like now we're like, yo, explain yourself. And so this is basically, yes is he survives, but there's a chance he's gonna die, and no, he's just going to die regardless. So I'm just gonna pick no so you can see what happens pretty much. Lisa pretty much just... And again, that can still happen if you press yes, but you have a chance at saving him. So that's how you basically get that different ending, is you choose to give Barry back his gun or not. And again, I think it's a little bit harder to actually save him because because there's still a chance he's gonna die. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys how to basically make Rebecca and or Barry die to the Tyrant. It's a lot easier than it sounds. You just don't shoot the Tyrant when it's like walking towards them and they're out of ammo. So wait, hold on. We have to place these signal rockets first, but pretty much you just don't do anything. The Tyrant, as long as you do not shoot the Tyrant at all, it will just keep going after Rebecca, because the way the Tyrant works is it doesn't see us as a threat. So yeah, Rebecca is dead. Yeah, clearly dead. We can now take out the Tyrant and finish the game. We did get hit once though. Doesn't take that many shots to... Alright, so we got the RPG, and we're basically just finishing the game now. Move out of the way so he doesn't kill us. Alright, so that's basically how to unlock all of the endings for the Resident Evil Remake. If you just apply what I said to the other character, you're gonna get all of the endings. I'm pretty sure you get the rocket launcher for completing all of them, but since I already unlocked the endings, I don't think it gave... Yeah, it didn't give me the RPG again. So I hope you guys found this video useful. I should be doing a full walkthrough of this game pretty soon. I'm gonna do walkthroughs for pretty much every for a bunch of other Resident Evil games, so stay tuned for that. Consider this video basically like a content shift for me. I'm not gonna be uploading a lot, but I'm gonna be uploading a decent amount, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and that's Resident Evil, how to unlock all the endings.